Hey guys, Contra here, bringing you a Boom Beach video. I'm going to be bringing a lot of these videos today, and breaking the topics up into different subjects. So I will be talking about the heroes and their abilities and their skills and some strategies for using them. But first, I want to talk about the balance changes, and so that's going to be the first thing that I talk about. So we're going to start off. It's a great day to discuss balance changes because Hammerman Attacks is here. As you can see, I did, great. Had quite a lot of problems with Stage 6. But what that allowed me to do was get some cool video of the machine gun effectiveness. So I'm just going to go ahead and play it. So we'll go ahead and come in here, and put it in half speed. Now if you look at the machine, this machine gun is firing on these riflemen, and it is taking them down very quickly. So, that's, I mean, I'd say that it's at least 4 times, or it's at least twice as effective as it was, as the machine gun used to be. It may be closer to 4 times as effective. So we got that out, and I happened to get super lucky. I had moved the grappler up, actually, so that it would be out of the, or so that it would be in the, so that the rocket launchers would not fire at stuff that got grappled. And what that ended up doing was grappling the Scorcher, and so I was able to take him out early, and I think that really helped. So that, I'll go ahead and speed this up, just so that you guys can see, in case you're trying to beat this level, what all I did. I'll replay it at the end and do a little pause screen of my base so that you can see how it all went down. But I think that I got a little bit lucky in this hit as well, or in this defense. So, but as you can see, I've got the grappler pulling in tanks, and this boom cannon is just doing steady work on them. So that is that. We'll go ahead and put it in 4 time, because now all I have to do is clear out these guys. That poor rifleman with the boom cannon, he had very little health left and just got really rocked. So, so this is the base. Stuff like this out here. Oh, I can't click when it's paused. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, I can't click when it's paused. Okay. Stuff out here is really important all around the outsides, as it will guide some troops to the left and right away from your rear defenses, so that can be super useful. So there's the base. I think that right there covers everything, and you can go ahead and pause that if you want to, and try and use that as a method for defeating Hammerman 6. So now what I wanted to do was just look at the machine gun as it hits riflemen. So as you can see, there are medics on this, and the machine guns are actually taking health off of the riflemen. Now, in the past, medics, if someone was attacking with riflemen and medics, then your machine gun was completely worthless. It would not do any damage. The medics could completely re-heal all riflemen before the machine gun would have any effect. So that is a nice balance change. Now what I wanted to do, because it's kind of difficult there, there's rocket launchers and mortars and other stuff also firing on it, so we can't get a real look at, okay, this is exactly how damaging the machine gun is. So what I've done is I've set up, you get 5 machine guns total. I've set up one level 16 as a damage test, to see how much damage does one do, and then I've put the other 4 over here to find out how much damage 4 of them will do. And actually, what I'm going to do is switch this around a little bit and put the machine guns like that. So that way we will get 2 machine guns hitting and then all 4 machine guns hitting. Alright, so you guys should feel privileged. I'm spending 100,000 gold to show you guys this, because I obviously will not be defending the base, and this is a time where gold is super important because of the heroes and updating them and everything, and, you know, I just don't give a shit. So we'll put it in half speed, and we'll start out by looking at this guy. So the medics are completely rehealing Mr. Medic. Let's see if it does a different damage count to the rifleman. It does not even seem to be hitting the rifleman. Okay, that was completely useless. Now, there are a lot of medics, so let's see what happens when we get a little bit more serious. Alright, so I'm actually a little bit disappointed here. I only saw 1 or 2 riflemen go down. We'll play this video again, and yes, there are a lot of medics, but I don't know. Look at that. I have a Samsung Galaxy S7, a decent phone. It's not the best phone on the market probably, but it's a decent phone. It's pretty powerful, and 700 riflemen are just dropping my frame rate to nothing. It's just incredible. So that's another thing about updates is, you know, they update, they add graphics and other looks and feels to the game, and that causes the game to require more processing power, better, you know, etc., etc. So let's just take a look at it one more time. So no riflemen are down yet. Alright, so here a couple of them did just go down. But it looks like the medics are completely overhealing. So now let's take a look. How many medics did he actually have? Ah, I see. So he had 12 max level medics, which makes that kind of a redundant test, but it is what it is. So the machine gun buff is mildly useful. I read on our task force chat this morning that apparently machine guns are shredding warriors as they crowd around the base. So that is an interesting thing to keep in mind. So what I've got right now is a Grappler 3, a Damage Amplifier 3, and a Doom Cannon 3. I have a Hot Pot 2 waiting when this Damage Amplifier goes out, but what I would say is the most effective. So Hammerman is very heavy on heavies and on riflemen, and so the hot pots are great for Hammerman. So what I would recommend for Hammerman is, if that's what you're really interested in, you're not really that concerned with base defense, to do a damage amplifier and 2 hot pots. The hot pots should be on either side of the damage amplifier at the far range, so they can't be shocked together or anything like that, so that they will have so that they won't range over each other, and you will wipe out Hammerman stages one after another. For regular attacks, I typically get taken down by T-Meds or Scorcher tanks or just Scorchers, so I've got the Doom Cannon in here. One thing that I might consider doing is putting the Grappler and the Doom Cannon together, so that if someone's got 8 Scorchers, you know, and they're coming in, the Grappler will pull a Scorcher to the Doom Cannon, and boom, that will take 4,000, or, well, it fires every 4 seconds, so that will take 18,000 health off of the Scorcher. 2 hits, and the Scorcher is down. If the Scorcher is unboosted, I believe. Let's see. What did I say? 18,000, so a little bit. Three hits and the Scorcher is down with nothing but the Doom Cannon, so, you know, that's quite effective. Another option that you can employ is to put a Hot Pot by the Grappler, and finally there's the I don't want to get taken down by tanks option, which I may employ, which involves 3 Doom Cannons and just hoping that the guy doesn't have enough GBE to take everything down. That will probably open up my base to more hits from rifle combos or Zuka combos, but you know what? I get taken down by tanks more often than anything else, so that is where my strategy will be going. I don't really want to talk about defensive strategies against heroes yet, because I haven't talked about offensive strategies for heroes, so I'll be doing a video on that later today. If you guys like this video, please like it and subscribe. And if you are looking for a task force, please join Valhalla. We are a great task force, and we just had a bunch of people leave, so we are trying to add back our numbers. You know what? I will put the task force, what is it called? The ID, the task force tag. I will put that in the corner of this video as text. Actually, I'm not going to put it in the video, but I will put it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much. This is Contra out.